her and I caught a good vibe, but it was just like, we were just talking, drinking, chilling, stuff like that.
This happens often.
What?
Something like this may happen.
What you mean? Something like what?
Like the vibe.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the vibe is
See,
always...
that's that. And now I hope... now I hope the person understands why the fuck you ain't gonna get married. It's not a vibe going on. Why would I get married?
No. When I say vibe, it literally like was chill.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
I hear you.
Yeah,
but,
no, it wasn't. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
It wasn't that.
No, I hear you, but the vibe is good. So what's the saying? I'm at a beach. Well, I'm bringing sand to the beach. I got a lot of sand on this beach. I can play all this sand.
No,
why I'm gonna bring sand to this beach?
No, that's a bad saying.
No.
That's a bad saying. I don't like that saying.
No. It would be a bad saying for me.
Yes, it would be a bad saying. Actually, no. Yeah, wait.
What?
Yeah, it would be a bad saying.
It would be a terrible saying for me.
I don't want to promote people not getting married. I don't want to promote that. See, that's where he cringes. That's what he don't like.
Time to go.
I'm not. Listen. Wait a minute. I'm only talking about you.
I know.
Right.
As I answer, look at him. Look at him. He feel like he watching Sinners right
now. Come on out and play.
Right. You don't want to come outside with us?
Sorry, I ain't outside. I'm in the jukebox joint. I'm not outside.
Oh no, we outside.
No,
I ain't no problem with being outside. It's that I don't want people like getting married comment.
Well, he being truthful. That's right.
Yes, but that's what he don't like. He want me to be on one side or the other side. That's it. I can't be here. I gotta be either here or here.
All I'm gonna say is word and deed. Your words gotta match your deeds. Gotta match your words. That's all I'm saying.
We'll get him back on track. Don't worry about it, Fred.
All right. Let us know when you're ready.
We'll get him back on track. Don't worry about it.
He needs to sit down. Hey, everybody. This is the Coach.
And I'm the Beacon. And this is the Point Blank Perspectives Podcast.
So, I was looking at NCAA.
Okay.
March Madness, baby. March Madness.
Okay.
And
who was playing?
It was Duke playing Siena, whoever Duke was playing.
I don't watch college, but...
All right, they was playing, and they was losing.
Okay. Wait, Duke was losing?
Duke was losing.
Okay.
They wound up coming back into winning the game.
Okay.
I felt myself cheering for the underdog.
Okay.
And so I want to talk about how do you define success and how do you define failure? It can be said that you can still fail in something and still be successful. And the reason why I thought that, and I'm saying this, is because of NCAA.
The game you watched.
No, just in general.
Oh.
The bracket of 64.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them know they're not even going to make it to the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
That's a failure. But the success is we at least made it to the dance. That's the success.
That's the takeaway. You think every team that go in there know they're not going to make it to the Final Four? Like, you think as athletes they know that?
If I'm ranked 16th, I know my chances of making it to the Final Four is slim to none.
That's crazy.
Them teams know. Teams know. That's how come when they show some of the teams you made it, they're like, yeah. You know you ain't going to the Final Four, but
no, I understand that.
But you got success because you at least made it where some teams, like my team didn't make it. Syracuse. We didn't make it. And you had other teams that they made it to the dance. They know they may get knocked out the first round, but they know they may not make it to the Final Four. So that's a success for them because they're like, oh, dang, you didn't make it. I made it.
No, what's crazy to me, because I understand what you're saying, but I guess what's crazy to me is, and this probably ain't even the conversation we're supposed to be having.
It's always a conversation.
But as an athlete, I would think that you walk onto any, whatever the battlefield, court, whatever, thinking you can win everything.
No.
Like, I would think that. But I'm saying as a player.
I not all of them.
Like, I've never walked into a situation where I walked into it feeling like I can't win this. Now, I might have found out at a certain point we ain't going to win. You know what I'm saying? Because I have been a part of games where it was like, yeah, I think we got a shot, even though the odds was against me.
Right.
And then it was proven real quick, yeah, today not going to be your day.
I got you.
So, but I'm just saying, as an athlete, I can't imagine somebody getting into the final, or what's it called? What's the
March Madness.
March Madness. I can't imagine somebody getting into March Madness and saying, "Oh, at least we made it. We'll be home next week."
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, yeah, because if you might have your record made. Let's say your record is 10-20.
Okay.
But each team getting to their own conference championship, and you happen to go on a run and win a conference championship, you automatically, because you won your conference, you get into you punch your ticket to play in March Madness.
Like, didn't Howard just win something?
Yeah, they was very happy. They did not. Yes, they was very happy. They know that. Okay, good. Yeah. Howard was successful because they made the tournament.
Right.
The failure, they know they're not going to the big dance of the Elite Four.
That's where we disagree. I don't think they know that. No. I think so here's what I'll say. If they don't make it, nobody will be surprised that they don't make it because they're not expected. But as players, I don't think they going into it saying, all right, we made the Final Four or we made the March Madness, so we good. We can go home now. Like,
they're not. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they're that. I'm saying they're saying they know they probably won't make it to the Final Four where it's 4 teams left. They know they're not that good.
I mean, I don't watch college. So
okay,
I ain't going
I got you.
But I'm just saying, as an athlete, I'd be very surprised if, perfect example.
All athletes.
I know what I'll use.
Go ahead.
When the 49ers played the Eagles in the playoffs, we went into that game, 49ers, they had starting quarterback, starting tight end, starting running back. Most of the receivers was out. Most of the defense couldn't even name most of them dudes. Had to go into Philly and play that game. Most people on paper would have said 49ers don't have a shot to win that game. They go in there, they win that game. But I'm saying, I don't think the 49ers, even with all of the adversity of that situation, went into the game thinking, oh, we're going to lose this game.
They wouldn't have because of who they was playing. No, they wouldn't have. So that would have never, probably most likely wouldn't happen. Because they were playing the Eagles. And they had... No, listen. No. This ain't no shot. No. This is not a shot.
That is definitely a shot.
No. Because the 49ers already knew from if I beat you...
I know what you're saying.
And then I beat you again.
I know what you're saying, but that's different. They had all of their horses when they did that. We didn't have a lot of our horses, but they had all of theirs.
But I'm gonna say this last thing, then we're gonna get to it. A lot of their horses should have been shot a long time ago and used for glue. That's just, but that's just how I feel about it. That's how I feel about them bump behind Eagles. But that's just my personal opinion.
I ain't gonna go that far.
But I got what you're saying. You're right. We wasn't expecting to go down there and win. Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't believe that athletes go into, and if an athlete does go into a situation like that with that kind of mentality, I'm questioning what type of athlete are you? Like, are you just in it for the money? Are you just in it for the notoriety? Because as a competitor, you should never walk into a situation and think, oh, I can't do this, and just
sometimes you already know you're just not going to win.
No, but I'm saying it's a difference between automatically accepting you're not going to win versus I know this is going to be harder than anything else I've had to do, but I still got a shot. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's two different things to me.
I got you.
But whatever.
So that's what made me, come up with this whole define it, you know what I mean? So what, if you had to define success, give me one or two words. If I had to say, write down one or two words, what does success mean to you?
Achieved goal. If you ask me for two words, achieved goal.
Oh, wow. I never even... that's a good one.
Listen, you asked.
Yeah, I did.
You had to deliver.
You're right. Yeah. So what about failure?
Unachieved goal. I mean, you got success, you got failure.
Okay. I think for me, success...
You doing two words?
Trying hard.
Okay.
If I'm trying hard, and it goes back to what you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm trying hard and I fall short,
mm-hmm.
but I feel though I tried, I'm a success.
It depends.
But that's why the
March Madness example?
No.
Oh.
That's why when little kids, it starts when you're a little kid. You may not, everybody gets a trophy because your coach always say, just give effort. Just try. And that's why I say it. Try.
Wait, but trying hard, you could try hard at something and not be successful at it.
The outcome may be I failed. I wasn't successful.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind is what really counts. It's in my mind. Was I successful at it?
You know what? That's an interesting conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
In my mind, I can't beat them, but did I try my best?
Mm-hmm.
Then I just, you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Right.
I get what you're saying. But I think the challenge I have is there's individual success and then there's tangible success. So as an individual, if I'm able to, like, let's just say with the same concept of I'm going into this game where I don't think I got a good chance of winning. But okay, what do I expect to do in this situation? So like, for example, in March Madness, the team who played Duke that you were talking about, they probably went into the game saying, all right, we know we playing Duke. That's a top team. We're not a top team. But maybe they said, you know what? Let's just try to keep the game close. Like, if by halftime, if we close, we doing all right. Now, they might lose the game.
But it still was success
because
they tried.
But it still was within the grasp of what they didn't get blown off the court.
Right. No, they didn't. No.
So there is some level of success when you have like some sort of either individual or moral victory, I guess, to a certain extent.
Right.
But I guess you got to be really clear on what you're talking about when you say success, because success is either you got it done or you didn't get it done. But in going through the journey, you can also have different things that can say, okay, well, I didn't get the ultimate success of winning the game.
Right.
But some of the other things that we wanted to execute, we were successful in those things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we did establish to have a game within 10 points.
Right.
We did have a lead at a certain point.
Right.
We did, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people probably had them getting blown out by 20, 30 points.
Right.
So there were some levels of success throughout the process, but ultimately you didn't win the game.
Right.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm not going to completely disagree with that.
No, yeah. And I guess for me, failure, not trying.
Yeah.
That not trying, you fail. Yeah. Some people not try because they feel as though, it's too hard. I'm not even going to try to do this. Mm-hmm. But you got to try anyway.
And that's why those two things matter in terms of what you're talking about specifically. Because there is something to be said about the person who tries, and maybe they don't win the whole thing, but at least they tried, so they know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Versus the person that says, they look at it and they say, oh, I don't have a chance, so I'm not even going to try. Mm-hmm. And now you don't even try, but now you never know.
Right.
So you're a failure for that.
Right.
Like, you don't even know what you could have done because you didn't even give yourself a chance.
Didn't even give yourself a chance.
Yeah, so.
You're right about that.
Yeah, I agree.
So, in a relationship, what?
Fail. It's like, no. No, I'll play it. Go ahead.
What does a failed relationship look like to you as you're looking in your lens? Because a failed relationship looks different to everybody.
A failed relationship, and I feel like it's probably multiple reasons or causes or views on this, but I would say lack of effort.
Okay.
Is a failed relationship, because if you even have one person in a relationship that's showing a lack of effort, to me that's a failure. Especially if it gets to a point where not only are you lacking the effort, but you're not even trying to reconcile whatever differences or issues are happening.
Right.
So to me, that would be the failed relationship.
Yeah, for me, as a married person, is if you get a divorce. That's a failed marriage. Now, like you said, there's things that may lead up to that. But if your marriage ends in a divorce, you fail. But, and this is just how I look at it, it's a double-edged sword. It also can be a success. Meaning, let me pick content. Let me put something to this. And this is the way I look at it. If there is someone in that relationship, in that marriage, that is getting beat on, is getting abused, the only way they see any light is to get a divorce. Well, yes, the marriage failed, but at the same time, they feel as though I was successful getting out of this relationship. It failed, but in their mind, I was very successful. Why? I would rather have my health and keep on living than maybe get killed. That may not be a good analogy, but that's the way I look at it.
No, I get what you're saying, though. Because I actually had a scenario like that. I had somebody who told me they were getting a divorce. And when they first said it, I kind of looked at them like, what you mean you're getting a divorce? Because it was still, kind of early in the process of, them being married. And I asked him, I said, well, you supposed to work, try to work it out. Because to me, marriage is like a serious thing. So it's like, you don't just get married and at the first sign of things, you get a divorce. But I also knew that there had been a number of different things that happened over time. And I'll never forget the person that said to me, they said, if I stay in that marriage, I know for a fact I will never be happy again.
Wow.
And when they said that to me, that was heavy. And I was just like, you know what? Then I got to respect, what you feel like you got to do for you. Because at the end of the day, you got to live your life. So.
And so, the marriage, because did they ever get the divorce?
Yeah, they got it.
All right. So the marriage in its whole was a failure. But the person that felt as though I need to get out of this for my insanity, my health, whatever the reasons why, they, in their mind, when they did that, that was successful for them. Because I got out of this situation, this thing that had me bound so much, I was set free from it. And I left it over there, so as you said, so I can keep on living my life. So to them, they was very, successful.
Now, another thing, too, is because you said that a failure of a marriage is divorce, right?
Yeah.
All right, so if...
That's the ultimate failure.
No, I got you. But would you say that a couple who is unhappy, who stays together married because they didn't get the divorce, is that a successful marriage?
You got me.
No, I'm asking.
No. Then I'm going to say yes and no.
Okay.
And the reason I'm saying yes, and these are different people, married people I talk to. If kids involved, a lot of people stay unhappy in that situation. So yes for that, because kids involved.
But why do the kids make it successful?
Because in the person mind.
Because remember, and I'm sorry I didn't even cut you off, but remember, I'm saying this is a bad marriage. So you ain't got to go to the extreme of them hitting each other, nothing like that. But let's just say it's just a toxic.
It was a lot of disrespect jumping off. A lot of disrespect jumping off.
So the kids are seeing that, and they're staying married.
A lot of people will do it because I do not want my kids to be raised without a mother and father. So I will stay in this foolishness.
That's dangerous.
In their mind, this is successful because my kids get to grow up with two parents. I may cannot be able to stand this person that I'm married to because he or she is very abusive mentally, physically, however you want to say, you're abusive towards each other. But they will stay in that toxic. Here you go. It's like what you're talking about, that relationship. From everybody else on the outside, it's a tornado.
Okay.
Just going crazy. But in the eye of that tornado, they say it's always the calmest. So that's what that is. It's us from the outside looking like, dang, how they going through that? But in that storm, the ship is running. The ship is running. However it's running, they are living their life. Where it depends. It also depends on how old the kid is. Where the kids may not see it right away. They may hear it, but may not see it. And a lot of parents will, like I said again, I hate to say it again, but a lot of parents will stay in that tornado just so everybody on the outside can say, oh, dang, their kids came up in a double two parents.
So you're saying that's the example of the yes, that a bad marriage that doesn't end in divorce is still successful.
Yes.
So then what's the not successful that stays in the marriage?
Now, if it's not successful?
I mean, I'm sorry. If it's, well, I don't confuse myself. But I had asked about...
if it's not kids, now...
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if it's kids, bad marriage, successful. If it's not kids, then it's a failure. That's the only way it's going to be. Because that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, no, you answered the question. I guess, for me, staying together for the kids, especially if it's a bad marriage, because bad marriage, I'm saying like there's no expression of love or intimacy, it's disrespect. Like you said, disrespect. Could be some other things going on. But even if we just take those two aspects, even if you trying your best not to do it in front of the kids are going to pick up on it. Because they're going to notice like mommy and daddy don't touch each other. Mommy and daddy don't hug each other. Mommy and daddy always arguing. Mommy and daddy always yelling at each other. Like, it's going to be certain things they're going to pick up on.
That is true.
So to me, that's not a successful marriage to me, because I get that they're trying to stay together for the sake of the kids, but it's like if you're only causing the kids more harm, which 9 times out of 10, one way or another you probably are, that's not a success to me.
To the person on the outside that knows what's going on, yes, you're right. That is not a success. I agree with you 100%. The flip side. I am the man that's getting abused. Okay? But in my mind, I put I know this isn't a successful marriage. I now buried that in the back of my mind. And the only thing that's in the front of my mind is I gotta stay in this for the kids so they can grow up with 2-parent home. That's what that person is looking at. Because a parent is always gonna protect the kid. So however I gotta protect my kid, because I feel as though if I leave, my kids may be taken away from me. But that's a whole different, another topic. But that's what some people in their mind, this success. My kids are growing up in this toxic 2-parent home. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's wild, but it's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Because I still go off of, so even in hearing with everything you just said, I still would say the effort thing for me. Because at the point that y'all are not even trying to be cordial to each other, that's a bad marriage to me.
Right.
And I think that's why I was having a hard time with even with the kids being in it, because at the point that y'all are not even trying, to me, it's just not a good marriage. Like, I get that the goal is, okay, well, let's stay together for the kids, but that doesn't make it a good marriage because y'all didn't get divorced, to me.
But if that's what I seen as success and failure, then okay, that's right to me.
Yeah. No, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Because that's what I see, so okay.
I'm not saying that to say that you're wrong.
Oh, no, I got you.
I'm just saying that that's just my perspective on it. Like, at the point that you're not trying, then, or somebody not trying.
Right. Or it could be both.
Yeah.
It could be we.
When it becomes both, then both of y'all need to go somewhere else.
We two roommates.
Yeah, exactly.
We roommates in this thing they call marriage.
Exactly.
But let's say if you single, then like you always say, I could just leave.
Yeah, you just go about your business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about what do we say? Okay, yeah, we can go with that because I don't want to keep on going down that rabbit hole of that
relationships.
Right, I don't want to keep on doing that. Just in general, good and bad. So,
but you're right though. Divorce is like the ultimate sign of a failed marriage. Like at the point that y'all really couldn't work out any other way, and you had to get a divorce, then that's a failed marriage. It doesn't mean you're a failure as a person, but it just means as a marriage, the marriage was a failure.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that is 100% true.
Yeah, because I don't want nobody coming away from this feeling like, you trying to say I'm a failure because I got divorced? Like,
right, and we're not saying it, we don't know the circumstances why someone that's out there listening may have fell into that situation.
Right.
You wasn't married to me,
right,
and you ain't married to the Beacon,
right, because
the Beacon is not married,
right.
So we're not judging. We're just saying this is what it is. But don't come for us. Appreciate that. So like now your day-to-day, every day-to-day, what are some things that you may think is successful from just your day-to-day,
If we're talking day-to-day, then
day-to-day.
Day-to-day is what did I set out to achieve for that day? Like how much of what I set out to achieve for that day was I able
That's
to
the
get done?
first thing you think of?
When I think of success, day-to-day, yes.
What about getting up?
I mean, for me, if I don't get up, then how can I even...
Well, that's just success.
No, that's a blessing to me. That ain't success. That's a blessing to me.
Okay, all right.
Like God is blessing me, allowing me to wake up.
Okay.
Now, once he allows me to wake up, how do I spend my time? Because if he done blessed me to wake up and now I ain't doing nothing with my time, then now that's a failure. But if he blessed me to wake up and now I'm like, okay, with the time I have today, what do I want to get done? What would I like to get done? And now I organize that, and then we'll see how much of that stuff I can get done.
Okay.
If I can get, and matter of fact, it's always the same. I think I said it on a previous episode. Like, if you got 99 things you want to do in a day, and you get one thing right, that's a great day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you can set out to do 10 things in a day, and then life happens. Like in your mind, when you thought about, okay, I'm going to be able to get these 10 things done today, and then all of a sudden, all these other things happen, and now it's like, I didn't even get a chance to do 5 of them. Like, I didn't get a chance to do the other 5. You know what I'm saying? Now you mad, and you thinking you a failure, but it's like, no. You set out to do 10 things, you couldn't get all of them done, but you was able to get 3 done. That's a success to me.
Right, that's a success.
Now, unless you missed something that was very critical for that day, then that's different. You know what I'm saying? Rent was due. You know what I'm saying? You paid your phone bill. You put some gas in your car, but you ain't pay your rent or your mortgage. That's not a successful day.
That's not successful at all.
That's what I'm saying.
I got you.
So it's all about just organizing and prioritizing every day and then getting done what you can. And if you can get at least some of the things done, that's a successful day.
I think
because life happens.
Yeah. Woo, that's the. I think for me, successful, besides getting up in the morning, because we're blessed with be able to do that. I'm going to go with your definition. Blessed. Okay, we're blessed, but me being at work and understanding what I do for a living. I didn't run nobody into a guardrail. Mm-hmm. No state trooper had to be on the scene where I crashed into something. Mm-hmm. No piece of steel flew off the truck. Mm-hmm. That's for my job. Mm-hmm. But when I leave my job, it's how can I be a good father? Mm-hmm. How can I be a good husband? Mm-hmm. And how can I not work her nerves? They are a success for me, okay?
No, but I'm glad you broke it down like that because you'd be surprised at how many people, if you would have asked them that question, they would have geared it towards like work, and that would have been it.
Okay, right.
Because some people be so focused on achieving stuff, they don't even think about like the stuff that they do with their family as success.
Yeah.
And that's me, a single person, saying that, but
you're right.
I'm telling you, like I've seen it. Like I've seen people where you talk to them about what's important to them or what's successful to them, and it's all monetary. It's all status driven. It's never like about the actual family and all that stuff. And it's crazy. So I'm glad that you actually said, all right, when it's work, it's boom, boom, boom. When it's family, it's boom, boom, boom. When it's my marriage, it's boom, boom, boom. Like,
right.
That's decent.
Yeah, and I guess what about your failures?
Oh man.
Whoa.
No, I'm just saying, like, if I...
Dang, right, seriously, like that?
What? I didn't even say that.
Okay, my bad, I'm sorry, my bad.
I'm just saying, if
I
have a day where I don't get nothing done, like, nothing done, it's just like... And you know what? I don't even look at it as a failure. I look at it more so as... I probably just needed some time away from whatever it was.
That's the way you sketch it in.
I have to.
Okay.
I have to.
Okay.
No, seriously, because
okay.
Sometimes you can be too hard on yourself. Like sometimes you sit up there and like I said, you say 10 things I want to get done for the day. And on that day, you really don't get nothing done. Like you just might not feel like doing nothing that day.
And that's fair.
And it's fine. It's like, okay, I didn't get nothing done today, but did anybody die? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did anybody get hurt? No. I just didn't get done the things I wanted to get done today. I can do it tomorrow.
Right.
Or I get another opportunity tomorrow. So I also don't I don't really look at things as failures. It's like they say, I don't call them losses, I call them lessons.
Okay.
Because anytime you lose, you can learn from that loss. It's only really a loss if you don't learn from how you lost.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at failure. It's like, it's not really a failure. I just didn't do what I was supposed to do.
Okay, that's a
now,
good
failure would be if I ran into what I said earlier, which is mortgage was due and I ain't pay that mortgage on that day when I knew I had to get
No, you just didn't feel like it.
No, sir. No.
Listen.
You gotta have a roof over your head.
Listen.
Certain things are critical.
You just didn't feel like it.
Nah.
Okay, all right, my bad.
Nah,
I guess for me, failure would be on my job, I got a speeding ticket. That's a failure because I know better. Failure would be for me if a piece of steel flew off the truck. That's a failure. Failure for me would be if I get fired. That's a failure. Now, that's at work. Coming home. A failure for me is when me and Freddie might have went over something and he seemed to don't get it right. It's like, what the heck, did I just fail this kid? What's going on? Let's go over it one more time. Let's go over this again, Freddie. You know what I mean? Let's go over this again. Listen, a failure for me is Angie says to me, all right, Freddie, when you go to the store, I need this. And I say, I got it. Well. I get the whole time. I'm like this. Okay, I gotta get this. Angie want me to get this. I'm reciting it.
Mm-hmm.
I walk through that door. Mm-hmm. And you know the first thing I say? Damn, what I supposed to get again? I totally forget. Now the failure come because now not only do I gotta call her, it's the attitude. But it's my fault. That's a failure. Like, dang, I couldn't remember that. Also, a failure for me is she'll tell me something. Mm-hmm. And you do the same. I do it to you sometimes. What? I just totally forget what she said. We compare the conversation. And she be like, what afraid of you? I'm like, huh? See? You know how somebody died, it's just that flat line. You have to look on my face like, what? What you say? Like, you gotta be joking me.
Yeah, I'm hollering.
But yeah, man, that's what else? Boy, oh boy, I have never did it in some marriages, but not in my marriage. I have never done it. You forget your wife's or your husband their special day.
What, their birthday?
It may be their birthday. Oh, I forgot the anniversary.
Dang.
Well, one time Angie said to me, well, Freddie, I'm like, yeah? What day did we meet? What? I said, what? Are you joking? So I now have to try to come up with the answer. I'm like, it came in my head. I said, sweetheart, don't laugh. Sweetheart, Angie, we shouldn't even be thinking about that. Let's think about what's in our future. Listen. Because I failed completely the test. This is my kid right here.
I'm dying.
Married men, you know too. Married men, our wives will give us a test that we know we may not fail, and they know we're going to fail this test.
That's hilarious.
Just make them remember that's in the past. So, but yeah, there's a lot of time we be having conversations, and I just fail completely. She's like, Freddie, do you remember this?
Yeah.
Huh? What? And then I gotta think of something quick. Why are you thinking about that? Come on now. But no, sis. But I will remember her birthday and things like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, I have a story.
Okay.
Story time. Me and Angie, we were somewhere. It's irrelevant where we were at. Mm-hmm. And a lady asked me, Angie's standing right next to me. Mm-hmm. The lady said, what is your wife's birthday? Mm-hmm. I knew the month mm-hmm. and the day. Mm-hmm. I couldn't remember the year. Woo-wee!
But wait, that ain't that lady business though.
Angie looked at when the lady said, what's your wife's birthday? I said, May the 1st.
That's it. That's all she needed.
No, she needed the year for whatever it was. Uh-huh. What's the year? Mm-hmm. I was saying, you know that Jeopardy. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to look to my right because Angie's looking. This is how Angie looking at me, and I'm like, and I said, you know what? I'm swinging for the fences. I said 71. And when I swing for the fence, I'm always going to say confidence. I'm always going to make sure I'm confident at what I'm saying. And I'm like, 1971. And the lady looked at Angie. I don't look. She said, he got it right. I said, thank God. I said, yeah. Yeah, listen, that would have been a big... As a husband or a spouse, if you forget certain things that they deem as important, that's a failure, and you may not, and you're going to keep on hearing, Dad, you couldn't remember that? You telling me when you was in a relationship that didn't happen? You remember?
I remember the dates.
Oh.
I had to remember the dates. You know why? Because exactly what you're talking about. I ain't want to hear none of that.
Oh, my God.
I ain't want to hear none of that.
Okay, all right.
I remember the birth date. I remember the anniversary date. I don't think I remember like the first date, but she ain't either, so it ain't matter. But anniversary date, first date, yeah. I mean, anniversary date, birth date.
Okay.
Those are the two that was
That's
most important.
husbands, but sometimes they, yeah.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, that's a different level right there, so.
But life goes, they don't even want to hear that, you know. They don't even want to hear that. But so.
I wouldn't know.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna get this thing moving on because I'm not even gonna touch that one.
All I said was I wouldn't know.
You know, because some people believe that, and this is true, and this is no shot at people out there in this world. Some people believe that at a certain age, a man or a woman should be married. I don't believe that. And I'm not going to get into it, but there's some people believe that. No, listen. Some people believe that if you're not married at a certain age, that's a failure. You are a failure. Yes, you are. Yes,
I'm a big failure then.
I'm not saying that because you still got time.
Hey, listen,
so
man.
I'm not going to get into that, but you have time, and we can talk about that off air.
Do I look bothered?
I already know you don't.
Do I look bothered about being a failure?
I'm not saying you're not a failure, buddy. You're not a failure. But so let me ask you something. Can you fail and still be successful?
Yes.
Okay.
Because like I said earlier, you can not achieve your ultimate goal, but you can learn from that experience. And I think that is the success. Learning from that, learning from the failure that you had.
Look, do I got a paper here somewhere? You copied off what I was saying?
No.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Okay,
No.
I thought you was.
I had already said this earlier.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, but I think the only time you fail is when you don't learn from whatever it is you failed from. And I'm not saying that just because you learn something, that means you're going to be successful the next time. But there should be certain elements in which if you ever put in that situation again, you should be able to respond or show up differently than you did the first time.
Gotcha.
And be better prepared. So.
Yeah, I was the same thing I would have said.
Well, you know what they say, great minds think like the beacon.
What? Say that again? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
You ain't never heard the saying, great minds think like the beacon?
All right.
Get you a t-shirt. Don't worry about it. You're welcome.
No problem. No problem. You know what I mean? And us, as I was thought about, dang, what we going to unpack, as some people say. It was that, and it had me, like I said, as I was thinking about the basketball NCAA, there's a lot of failures, but at the same time, they feel though I'm successful. We made it to the dance. So that I would say, yes, you can fail and still feel like a success.
Right.
Now, the ultimate success, because we're talking about sports, is winning it all. But that takes a lot of moving parts and that takes a lot of success over a time.
And even if you think about it, I'm going to say almost 90% of the time, most people who've experienced success, they had a lot of failure along the way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's in anything, in relationships, in
Yes.
sports, and whatever it is. If you got good to a certain point, you probably failed a lot of times before you got to a point where you were successful at whatever it is that you're good at now. So that's why the most important thing when you do fail at something is not to quit, not to get all mad and just say, you know, I'm never doing that again, or to not pay attention to it. It's to actually like go through the pain of the failure.
So
And see what you can learn.
I'm glad you said that. Do you have a time where was you just failing and then it came successful for you? You got it right. You're like, you know what? I got it right.
Oh man. Trying to think of something that's more recent.
Or in the past.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the first thing that came to my mind when you asked me that question was, like, riding a bike.
Okay.
Like, when you ride a bike, you don't know how to ride a bike as soon as you do it. Like,
Right.
you fall off a couple times, you got to get your balance a little bit, and then once you get used to it, you up and down the street and off the block and wherever you want to go on your bike.
Okay,
but,
got you.
I'm trying to think of something more recent. Even with my nonprofit.
Okay.
Like,
what's the name of your nonprofit?
The Plan Group.
Okay.
Yep, The Plan Group. So,
okay.
Even with that, right? So, I'm learning as I go. Like, I've made some mistakes along the way, but I've also had some successes along the way.
Okay.
And I'm further today than I was yesterday. And hopefully 2 days from now, I'll be further then than I will be tomorrow. Because you just constantly just keep on learning and growing and going. So for me, that's one of the prime examples that I'm probably living right now is you wake up every day, you're trying to move it forward, you're reaching out, having conversations, this and that. Sometimes conversations don't go the way you want them to, but it's not necessarily that it's a failure. It's just that, all right, that didn't work out. Let me, apply that to somewhere else.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay. So on that note, let me get my final perspective
go ahead.
On this whole thing.
Go ahead.
My final perspective on, again, I wish we had the music as I'm saying this. This is profound what I'm saying. So we need.
Listen, go ahead, brother.
So, excuse me. Hold on. I gotta.
Sound like you got COVID.
What?
I'm just saying, you over there.
Let me just give it back.
You all right?
So, my final perspective on defining failure to being successful. It's not how many times you get knocked down. It's that you keep on getting up. And as you get up, you learn what the mistake was that knocked you down that time.
Mm-hmm.
Simple and plain. What about you?
I heard that before.
Rocky, I know.
Yeah, right. I was saying, Rocky say that. It's how many times you get hit. It's how many times you get back up.
It's Rocky. But that was,
I'm like, hold on.
But it always stuck with me every time I hear Rocky say it.
It's a good life
right.
Message to have. So it's a great final perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I would say my final perspective on this whole conversation is, and I don't even think we talked about it actually, but don't let other people determine what success is for you. Ooh. I think that's a major thing that happens in society is that we allow for society and other people to tell us whether we're a success or we're not successful. And the danger in that is that you could be doing all the things, you could be very comfortable with where you are, you could feel like you've achieved a lot of things. And if you allow for other people to dictate your level of success or your satisfaction of your success, you might not never be happy. Because people are going to always find something wrong with you. People are going to always have something to say about what you're doing and this and that. But the thing is, how did you define your success? And based on what you defined your success to be, did you achieve your goals? Like, do you feel successful? Because if you feel successful, that's the most important thing. So that's the one final perspective that I want to leave that I don't think we really touched on is you define your success. Don't let nobody else define your success for you.
And before we sign off, I salute you for saying that. That was profound.
Thank you.
I must say that was definitely profound.
Thank you.
So on that note, I am the coach.
And I'm the beacon. And this is the Point Blank Perspectives Podcast.
Peace.